Hey guys, still more cool stuff to show you. Some of it you might not agree with because of your traditions, but facts are facts. So the baby Jesus. Notice the pagan symbols for sun worship, the halo and the nimbus and the sun's rays. And notice the T for Tammuz, who was born in Babylon on December 25th. The cross itself, a lot of people argue that even the KJV Bible says that Jesus was hung on a tree. It says that about 3 times. And then another time it says, Jesus was taken down from the cross. So that's another thing about the English translations that we can't really keep straight. I mean, the same word for tree is the same word for cross, is the same word for like a plaque. But anyway, notice the holly for the holly god of Saturn, whose birthday was also December 25th. So I mean, all the cliche Jesus American Christian stuff really needs to be thrown out the window if we want to know the true gospel. That's why America's the daughter of Babylon, because we're still worshiping idols, but just putting the right names on it, but it's still an idol. If we look at the Hebrew word of Elohim right here, Aleph, Lamed, Hey, Yud, Mem, it equals 86. But if we expand it to where it's front and back, so it's Aleph, then Aleph and Lamed on both sides, then Aleph and then Lamed Hey on both sides, then Lamed Hey Yud, etc. We get 395, and the sum of that is the heaven, Hashemayim, which is also in the first verse of the Bible. It's Bereshit bara Elohim ve'et Hashemayim ve'et haaretz. So God's name, in another way, hides, heaven, the term for heaven. You can see right here. Also, if you add up the 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, and 14th triangular numbers, you get the heaven again, Hashemayim. Once again, it's kind of interesting. If you get the Son of Man in the New Testament is 2960, and then Christ's name times 2 is 2960. Okay, so all that stuff mathematically works out. It's all connected. If you see 1480 is Christ, and then Pesach, which means the Passover lamb, the one who gets to save us from the tribulation, it's 148. So 148 times 10 is Christ. So the Passover times 10 equals Christ. And now we have Adonai, Yud, He, Vav, He. Some pronounce it Yehovah, Jehovah, Yahweh, whatever. It's unpronounceable. But the numerical values are 10, 5, 6, and 5. Now square all those and you get 186. What is 186? The speed of light, if you add 3 zeros. So God is of light, as the New Testament says, but also numerically. And the number 888 equals Jesus, which also happens to be the salvation of our God in Hebrew, added up, and Psalm 19's the heavens declare the glory of God. That phrase itself equals 888, which equals Jesus. All right, here's a really cool one. I've shown y'all this before, but I want to reiterate it. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called the Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. That's Isaiah 9 and 6. If you take every 7th letter of this verse, it adds up to 888. It's a prophecy of Jesus, and every 7th letter happens to add up to Jesus' numerical value, 888. Now we look at Isaiah 11. And there shall come forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse, kind of like Jesus, and a branch shall grow out of his roots, and the Spirit of the Lord shall rest upon him, the Spirit of wisdom and understanding, the Spirit of counsel and might, the Spirit of knowledge and of the fear of the Lord, and shall make him of quick understanding in the fear of the Lord. Okay, now add every 7th letter again. Yeah, it's 888. That's pretty incredible, y'all. It's not a coincidence. Everything adds up, literally and metaphorically and figuratively. Lastly, I'm sure you've seen The Sound of Music. Hopefully you have. You know that song, Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do? Well, it actually has to do with the Latin names of the creation of the universe. So Do is for Dominus, Lord. Re is for Regina Coeli, Queen of the Heavens, the moon. Selena is moon in the Greek, and that's the Queen of Heaven. Microcosmos, or me, it's a small universe, the earth. Fata, for fate, or the planets. Sol, sun. Lactea, the milk, like lactate. Um, La, Ti, do, or Si for cedar, or stars. And then Dominus again, back to Lord. So do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do. T and S are they can go back and forth. But anyway, hope y'all learned some stuff. Hopefully, we can get rid of these old illusions that keep all Christians locked into this paganism. That's part of the grand deception of the end times. But hopefully, we can wake up and realize that all the modern day commercial Christianity is also a deception. So that's why they push it. Anyway, y'all have a good one.